Hi everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Jolima, I hope you're all doing well. And in this video, I want to talk about 5 underwhelming fragrances. So this is in a more negative video, but well, you will not and you can't enjoy all fragrances that you try, right? So yeah, these are just 5 fragrances that I already tested them, and even from first impressions and even after I tested them, they aren't that incredible, and well, they were quite underwhelming considering the expectations, the high expectations that I had with these fragrances. So I just have samples of these 5 fragrances. The first one being from ACQUA di Parma, and it is ACQUA di Parma COLONIA FUTURA. This was released last year. This is a 1.5 ml sample, and it's a nice, pretty generous sample here. And although this one, I have here a test strip just to remind me of the scent, and you can see also the spray. Yeah, this is enough. So again, it's in the same ACQUA di Parma DNA from the Colonia side. It's nice. I really do like the opening. It's quite refreshing and invigorating, and even has a natural feel into it. It really has this blend of orange, lime, even bergamot. It's quite green and citrusy, effervescent. But it's very faint after this initial moment. After the initial spray, it's quite underwhelming, feels a bit flat. Then it's just, I would even say it goes into a fresh, generic, woodsy fragrance. But yes, this opening, it's quite good. It's quite nice. It has a natural feel. I just wanted that they would work on this opening a bit more. And I even have here the notes for you guys. So Colonia Futura has bergamot, lemon, grapefruit, and pink pepper right in the opening. And in the middle you have lavender and clary sage. And in the base you have vetiver and woods. So I don't get vetiver. Grapefruit, for me it's all about, in the opening, has this bergamot, orange feel. There isn't any pepperiness, but definitely I feel the clary sage. This is green vegetal type of scent. But again, I love the vivid opening, but then feels flat. It's quite thin when it develops, if even develops, to be honest. Which is a shame, because I think it's a very promising opening. And yeah, I mean, after all, this is a eau de cologne concentration, so yeah, you can't expect great performance, but nonetheless, it's just a shame because I was expecting something more vivid through the entire life of this fragrance, but it's not incredible. Great opening, but then feels very flat. So it's ACQUA di Parma Colonia Futura. Next fragrance that I have here, that it's quite underwhelming, and seriously, I'm still trying to appreciate this fragrance. I still didn't give up on this scent, but it's getting harder and harder to appreciate it, because I love this house, and it's from the house of AMOUAGE, and this is a very well cherished fragrance. It is Beach Hut Man. This one right here. Beach Hut Man, it's too green. It's green, it's mossy, it's minty, but it's so piercing, so aggressive, so in your face. It's not smooth, and that's why it's been a challenge to appreciate this fragrance. And here, as you can see, this is the sample, and I already wore this a lot. As you can see, I've really been trying to figure this one out, but this is mossy, it's minty, it's green, but it's so piercing and so doesn't have a natural feel. So Again, I will spray here, and it's very intense, I have to say. After all, this is an homage. Yeah, I mean, I really like the opening again. Another opening that I do appreciate, but man, I love mint, I love green fragrances. But here, I mean, it's very aggressive, very harsh, you know. I can see what they want to do here, but I imagine myself really in a beach hut, but it's not really near the beach. It's like in a forest, in the tropical forest type of beach hut, if that makes sense. But again, it's very mossy, yes, minty, but it's very piercing. I would love that this would be more smooth and not as harsh, and to have a natural feel, because this still is to perfume me, if that makes sense. I would love that this would have a more natural feel. Like in terms of notes, you have mint, orange blossom, and galbanum right in the opening, vetiver, moss, and ivy. In the base, you have patchouli, myrrh, and dry woods. I can see that. I can see the galbanum. I can see the mossiness, the mint, definitely. But again, it's very. I don't know if it's way too intense. Also, this type of fragrance needs to be not as loud as this one is, at least for me. And on my skin, it's even more scratchy than it actually is on paper. Actually, this is more bearable on paper than on my skin. On my skin, it's, yes, you have the mint, but then you have the mossiness, you have the galbanum, you have this overall overdose of greenness with an alcoholic feel, you know, like a alcohol and greenness, and then it's just like kicks into my nostrils. It's very harsh, very intense. That's why for me it's been very hard to appreciate this one, sadly. But yeah, I know that this is well cherished in the fragrance community, but yeah, for me, at least so far, it's quite underwhelming. And plus, Beach Hut, it's a bit deceiving. I think they named this incorrectly. I think this would be like Green Hut or something like that. But well, nonetheless, it's a very hard fragrance for me to appreciate. Beach Hut Man from AMOUAGE. And the next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Stefan Humbert Lucas. This is another fragrance brand that I absolutely love. I have 6 of his offerings, and actually I already did a review of Mortal Skin, Une Nuit à Doha, and I think that is it. Although I already talked about Soleil de Jeddah, which is one of my most complimented fragrances ever. I already talked about Panthea Iris. I already did a review also of Panthea Iris. And I have yet to review Black Gemstone. And also already review Comme Shilom. It was my early days of this channel. So yeah, actually I already did 4 reviews of Stefan Humbert Lucas. I really do love this house. But this one is ISRA and MIRAJ. I don't know if this is the proper way to pronunciate this this name. So I think you can see it here, but also I will mention in the video. So this is ISRA and MIRAJ. This is the latest release of Stefan Humbert Lucas. It's another flat fragrance, I have to say. It has oud in here, spices, but I mean it's a skin scent through and through, and that's why for me it was very underwhelming because of that. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I like this type of scent. This is a pure oriental fragrance. You have cinnamon in here, spices, it's creamy, and you can detect the oud right in the background. So yeah, this is a true spicy oriental fragrance, but it's missing something here. It's missing more character, it's missing more complexity. This is a fragrance that doesn't change all that much. Yeah, it's a sweet cinnamon with other spices and some oud. It's, I mean, from the notes that I'm saying, yes, definitely sounds that it's a winner, right? But it's a skin scent in the end. And it's nothing new. It's, I mean, if you are an experienced nose, if you already tried a lot of fragrances, especially in this category, this one will not be any novelty for you. And even now that I'm smelling, seems like Musc Ravageur with oud. Yeah, something in that line. But a skin scent. Let me see the notes here. So we have bergamot, mandarin orange, nutmeg, cinnamon. Yeah, you have a lot of cinnamon in here, but I don't get any bergamot nor mandarin orange, not even nutmeg. Then you have illutrope and osmanthus. Yes, there's a fruity nuance in here. Osmanthus, although it's a flower, creates a apricot-y, peachy impression. You have vanilla, sandalwood, oud, leather, white musk, ambergris, and patchouli in the base. But the end result, I mean, yeah, I think this could easily be Musc Ravageur with a touch of oud. I think it's the best way to describe this. And I love Musc Ravageur, it's a masterpiece, but I mean, here from Stéphane Hubert Lucas, I'm expecting something different, something unique, something bold, oriental, heavy, complex. This is more soft, more tamed. Although it's nice, it's sweet, it's spicy, it's woodsy, vanillic, definitely. But it's missing character, unfortunately. So it's this is ISRA and MIRAJ from Stéphane Hubert Lucas. I mean, I expect something more complex, something more unique from this house. And the next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Guerlain. Yes, Guerlain. I absolutely love Guerlain. It's my favorite fragrance house, but that doesn't mean that they don't have some duds here and there. And this one is definitely a dud, and what an odd dud. I mean, why Guerlain released something like this, I don't know. From the L'Art et la Matière collection, it is Iris Torréfiée. This one right here, and actually this is the latest release of Guerlain. This was released last year, and it doesn't have any hype, actually, and rightfully so. Because this is not unique. This is quite similar to Dior Homme and Dior Homme Intense. It goes in that territory with a hint of coffee. I mean, I think Guerlain can do better. So let's spray here. Guerlain can do better, especially in this line. Yeah, right away. I mean, I, again, love the opening. I absolutely love this opening. It's a vivid, it has texture, it's earthy, iris, all about iris with coffee, but it's a dry coffee. All of this opening is very dry, it's earthy, and it's wonderful. I absolutely love the opening. Has a natural feel, but and then again, once again, the coffee note fades away, and then you have Dior Homme, strictly and purely Dior Homme. Again, I mean, it's a nice fragrance, it is, but nothing new. This is nothing new. It's just another iris fragrance inspired by Dior Homme. That's it. And for the price, I mean, yeah, just go with the original Dior Homme and that's it. Not the Dior Homme 2020. That's totally different. That's just trash. You all know my opinion about that fragrance. Just stick with Dior Homme original. yeah, I actually do enjoy this type of scent, but from Guerlain, and especially from this line. I mean, this line has Cuir Beluga, has Angélique Noir, has Neroli Autre Noir, Bois d'Arménie, I mean, Rose Barbare, you name it. And then you have Your Homme with Coffee. It doesn't suit this line even. I mean, yes, the iris is in the opening great quality. It comes across as a great quality type of iris, but then falls really flat and very designer-esque. So this was probably the biggest letdown of 2020. It was Iris Ruffier, because I mean, I love Guerlain and I expect always fantastic, high quality, unique fragrances from Guerlain, especially from their more exclusive line. So very disappointed, but let me just read you the notes also. So you have coffee, bergamot, cardamom. I don't get any cardamom in here. Iris and bread seed. And then you have in the base opoponax, vanilla, and sandalwood. Sandalwood also, I don't detect any sandalwood in the base, but yeah. In a nutshell, this is a great opening, like this realistic, dry coffee with iris, earthy iris, but then you have the aroma. It's a shame. And last but not least, this is another fragrance house that I absolutely love, and I did not long ago, I did an overview of this fragrance house, which is JOFF. But again, JOFF, although I love a lot of their offerings, I also don't like quite a few of their offerings. And this is one of them, and this is their latest release. I think this was released either this year, in the beginning of this year, or by the end of 2020. It is from the Cinque collection. It's from the same collection of Erba Pura, Guardacina, and so on. This is Amabile. This one right here. This is a green type of bottle presentation. I actually do like the bottle presentation, but this fragrance, one of the worst fragrances that I tried, literally. So let's see here. sorry about that. This is bad. This is bad. I almost forgot how bad this is. Oh, in my hand it's even worse. Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, but this is horrible. So this is all they want. They want. I even lost my what I wanted to say. I lost myself here. Now this is bad. You have green apple in the opening and Mediterranean fruits. In the heart you have pink pepper, blossoms, and spices, and in the base you have exotic woods, vanilla, and white musk. This is the worst fruity fragrance that I ever experienced in my life. Wow. No, I will not try this again, because it's that bad. It's so damn synthetic. It's this bad. We were going so well, and now it's all of this is completely destroyed. It's very synthetic right from the opening. The green apple in here is so bad. It really smells. It's even worse than like that shower gel green apple scent. It's much worse than that, because that's bearable. That smells nice for what it is. Here, in over 200 euros fragrance, no, it's just bad. It's really bad. This is one of the most synthetic, unrealistic, unnatural, scratchy, puke-inducing fragrances that I tried. And again, I love JOFF. They have a lot of fantastic offerings. I love Alcat. I love their Oudstars collection overall. I love Erba Pura, Guardacina, I mean the list goes on and on. Cruz del Sur 2, that's a proper fruity fragrance. Cruz del Sur 2 from JOFF, you have the most realistic, juicy, milky mango that you will ever experience. So we are talking about the fragrance brand that can do fragrances like this and then does a thing like this. No, this is vile. This is vile, and JOFF can do much better than this. Wow, that was intense. Guys, again, I'm sorry if you like one of these fragrances, or if you enjoy all of these fragrances. It is what it is. I mean, for sure you will not appreciate some fragrances that I absolutely love. This is all very subjective in the end. So, I mean, we experience fragrances differently on each skin. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below if you already tried any of these fragrances. What are your thoughts about these fragrances? If you already tried them, tell me everything in the comments down below, guys, and see you in the next video. Take care.